DDI is an organization dedicated to providing services to children and adults with developmental disabilities and autism that runs from early infancy to people that are approaching their 70s.
And DDI exists to provide the kinds of care that sometimes families find they're incapable of providing, either because of the demands that the care requires physically, or because of the special expertise that is needed to care for somebody with a developmental disability.
Every life is sacred. Every life is worthwhile. And no one knows what the potential of a human being is. We have a motto at DDI that says, "Hope has no barriers." That's what guides our activities each and every day.
Bobby Schmidt is a student who's been in our program quite a long time. He started when he was just a young school-age student at our Little Plains campus, and he's been with us many years there, and then he transitioned over here to Hollywood Drive.
You walking nice?
Bobby is now 17 years old. He is our second child. When he was born, he did have a cord wrapped around his neck, and he came out blue, and he was 2 weeks early. And at about 3 months old, we noticed he wasn't doing what other children do. We'd have all our friends over, and we'd all have our kids there, and their children could all track, and he would go like this, he wouldn't follow it. He had a very difficult time sucking his bottle. He didn't sleep at all for 2 years.
They found out they had an extra portion of a chromosome on his 13th or 14th chromosome, and they didn't have a name for it. They'd never seen it before, but the resolution was he was going to have some severe mental disabilities, which he does. His early years were extremely tough. His behavior was difficult. He thrashed his body consistently. He didn't sleep well at night. He would even thrash to the point that he put his head through a wall. During that period, we got Bobby on a waiting list for the residential facility, and the day came that he was going to enter the residential facility. That morning I was loading up the car to move his belongings into the car, and it was just extremely difficult to do. I barely had the strength to do it, physical strength to do it. Leaving was difficult, you know.
Good job.
We drove home and had to enter the house. We had 2 other children, so we had to carry on. You know. And the first month, a couple of months were tough. It became very prevalent, you know, within months that you know, DDI was his home now.
You want your juice? Nice asking, Bob.
He's actually so much happier now than he ever was before. He really enjoys having his peers around him in the home, and I guess at school they're working with him, trying to be able to interact more with the other children in the classroom. It was the best decision we've ever made for him, for my other children, and for us as a whole family.
You want juice?
He just has grown and learned so much and gone so much further because he's been in the residential facility and the school, of course. I think the one-on-one constantly has helped him to just get further than what he would have done at home with just us.
I love you too.
Basic hopes for Bobby is, because of his limited mental capacities, is that he's happy and he's healthy and he's cared for, and so far so good.
You get a little TV time?
Eventually he'll transition out of resident A, and he'll have to go into a group home, and you know, we just hope that it's going to be the same care there, and we expect it will be, because it's, you know, it's run by DDI.
we do is truly one person at a time, one life at a time, one child, one adult, and trying to meet their needs and trying to see to it that they will have a place for the rest of their life.